Howdy folks. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on where we are and get this room recorded before we start adding stuff, because we cleaned the carpets in here and so it's been off limits the last couple days while it's drying. And now as we're sure it's completely dry and we can start putting bookcases and boxes and things in here, it's gonna start changing quickly. So this was originally the master bedroom of the house that we just purchased, and we could have used it as that, but one of the big perks about the square footage on this house is that they added in a whole mother-in-law suite to the back of one end of the house, and that added a lot more square footage. So we actually are going to use that in-law suite to sleep in as like our main bedroom. And then this huge master bedroom that we think they extended when they did that addition is going to be for the main toy room. So let me show you what we got. Okay, so on the wall behind me, if you come from this entry point here from part of the house and you run all the way across, right up to about that light switch that's there, we're thinking we can fit 9 to 11 bookcases on it. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I'm not sure of the exact number, but we're gonna be able to do, currently we're thinking the normal size bookcases that just moved from our other house over here. And then there's this huge mirror. At this point, we're going to be leaving that there because what do you do with that otherwise? It's a really pretty frame and nice mirror. It's just huge. So I'm not sure it would go somewhere else in the house. So, and then from this corner, all the way back down along this line, we're talking about putting in the really big deep shelves from IKEA. So we're looking at adding like another 11 if they're in that same width. I think that would be the right length, as the bookcases that we have now. Then we may be able to squeeze one in right here. There's a huge fireplace. I'll show you that a little bit closer. And then in this corner, we have a door and a double French door type deal and windows that look onto a screen-in porch and then onto the backyard. And we have access to that patio and the backyard from multiple other places within the house. So we're talking about possibly covering that up and not having as much of the original light from outside, even though it's great for helping the room be lit up. It's not great for the toys. And we could actually probably fit in like 9 more bookcases in that corner. So, which we don't have that many bookcases. We'll have to buy and build more bookcases. So that's to come. Once we add the large bookcases around all the perimeter, we've talked about a lot of different options, but right now what we're talking about, I think doing most likely, is getting half bookcases and tabletops like the IKEA, it's like a laminate, I can't remember the exact name, but having like a large display area in the center that could be for more dioramas or large play sets that we take out of the boxes, or maybe just showing off the boxes, so that they're something that you could walk around, you can kind of interact with, see. And we could also, because they wouldn't all be one huge piece, we could break them up and have like a small 4x4 and another small 4x4 rather than the full size range altogether. So we'll see. We're still working on that part. So here is the fireplace that's built up against the wall in here. It doesn't, we think it's vented through the wall, or possibly, I'm pretty sure we figured out that's gas. We're still working on that. Anyways, it's here. It's not moving. It's like a 3 to 3.5 foot long protruding piece from the wall, and then it's a pretty long piece as far as like from the tiles. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about 6 feet long, if those are 12-inch tiles. So on this space, I'm thinking that an aircraft carrier like the USS Flag diorama would be really nice for the Joes. We've talked about some different things. We don't know yet. We'll see what happens when we actually start pulling stuff out of the boxes. But I think this will end up being a display space also within the room. So there is this really large mirror that at this point we don't plan on moving or trying to change. It's so big. If I come over here and I'm standing next to it, I'm almost 6 foot. It's a big mirror, so that's staying put. It's a pretty piece. It would be nice if it was used as a master bedroom. Great piece to have there. But what else we have is the seller asked if we wanted these paintings, and when they sent the picture, I thought they were much smaller. I didn't realize how big they were, and I honestly didn't remember where they were in the house. And so I said, yeah, go ahead and leave them if y'all don't want them. So we may be moving these out of this space into another part of the house. They are actual oil paintings, I believe, but they are big, and there's 3 of them. So those are hanging out on the wall, so they're safe and out of the way while we're cleaning carpets and moving in boxes and stuff. But those are likely going to be moving somewhere else, or actually, I've already had some family members ask if they could have them. So they may be repositioned into another home also along the way if we decide that we don't have space in the house for all of them, because they are very large also. Okay, so now I'm in the room that we're gonna be using for like family TV room, watching movies, the casual family living space, which originally I thought toys weren't going in here. It's already changed. I think toys will be in here too. But we'll have the TV on the wall behind me here with maybe some bookcases. We have vintage video games, old consoles that we need to pull out, and I'd like to have where we can get them set up to actually use them. So we didn't have space at the last house. So that's something that I'm hoping will come into this. So that'll probably be primarily on this wall behind me. And then there's a little bar area that we can add a microwave in and a refrigerator and have food and drinks back here. So when we have people over, we can kind of entertain. This wall will have, we think, is gonna have a piece that Aaron inherited from his grandparents. So it's more of like a hutch, but we'll display toys probably on it or video game related items. And then back on this wall, we can fit 7 bookcases in this space along the wall. So we're looking at having that for more display area. We have a small piece that has glass cabinet that will probably go at the end there that we may squeeze in. So we may only get 6 bookcases in. We'll have to see. Some of it, I'm drawing it out, but we'll see. But the reason I'm not scrolling all the way around is you can't even see the back wall right now, which just looks out in the backyard. It's got windows and glass. We don't plan on covering that up. This is what got moved this weekend so far. It's a lot. So just walking around, we've got original boxes that have come over, G.I. Joe's, Princess of Power. I don't even know what, NECA Street Diorama. Oh, okay, that's the background for the turtles, TMNT turtles. I'm looking forward to doing a diorama with that at some point. More toys. All these boxes are vintage Joe vehicles that we don't have a box for. So we got some custom size boxes that they fit in neatly. So like a whale doesn't have a huge box with open space on top of it. It fits neatly into these. I want to say those are hydrofoils, but they may be too wide. Mambas, that type of thing. That may be what's in this one. And then, I don't know. This is another box that doesn't even look like it got opened. So it may have been something that came in from eBay and we just carried over before we even got it opened up. So, moving. A huge toy collection is rough. Here's why.